Good morning. I'm Faye Thompson. This morning we're going to do a recipe. It's called a Arkansas black walnut caramel cake. Now, I hadn't made this in a while, but it's a delicious cake. The black walnuts are raised here just in the wild in Arkansas. I don't know of any tame walnuts, but they're hard to pick out. And you don't see them a lot even for sale in the grocery store. But you can get on the internet and get them. And I think you'd really like them. They're a stronger nut than a regular English walnut, but I like them. They're my favorite nuts, in fact. First of all, we're going to take some Joy and we're going to spray these pans. We're going to have 2 9-inch baking pans. Okay, I'm gonna have to get another can of Joy's. Hold on a minute. I got another can of this and I'll finish that. Okay, we've got our 9-inch pans. I'm gonna set them aside. They're kind of in the way here. The next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna mix the flour and the soda together. So we've got 2 cups of all-purpose flour. And we have 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. And we're going to mix that up real good and set it aside. 1½ cups of sugar. We have 1/2 cup of Crisco that we've melted. I need to get a spoon to get that out. And be sure you use a Crisco or some good shortening. Don't use the oil. Now we're going to take an electric mixer and mix this real good. I'll use a spoon till I get started here. Always got to get my finger and everything, I guess. That's the reason I keep a paper towel handy. The next thing we're going to do is add 2 eggs, and we'll add them one at a time and mix them. I got that one mixed. I'll mix another one now. Now that looks like that's mixed pretty good. I'll just break that up where we can mash it up. You know, we have videoed a hummingbird cake and it has bananas in it like this. We're just going to mash these up a little bit and then I'll put them in the mixer, and it's to make sure that it mixes it real well. That looks like it's enough to me. Okay, we're going to mix these 2 bananas in this now. Now, next thing we're going to do is mix 1/4 cup of buttermilk. And then we're going to use a teaspoon of vanilla extract. We're going to mix all this up together. Okay, we've got all that mixed up now. We're using 1 cup of black walnuts, chopped up. Of course, you don't, I'm saying chopped up. You can't get a black walnut that's not chopped up. If anybody knows how they grow, they're a round, hard nut, and they're really hard to pick out. And there'd be no whole kernel, I wouldn't think. If there's ever been one, I don't know about it. Used to, as kids, we had to help pick them out, and I hated the job. In fact, they're so hard to get the nut out. After you cracked it, you have to take a hammer and crack them. And then, of course, we didn't have proper tools to take nuts out. We used a nail. You have to take some kind of instrument to dig that nut out of the hull. Now the next thing we're going to do is add our flour and soda. We'll just add this little at the time. I think we have it all mixed up now. We want this equally divided if I can do that. We'll put that in and see, kind of watch it and see what we're doing here. After you get them in the pan, kind of shake them a little bit like that, make sure that helps them. Be sure you get at the bottom of the pan good. We're going to put these in a 350-degree oven, and they cook for about 35 minutes. Now we're going to do the frosting for our cake. First of all, we're going to use some softened butter. And I left this out overnight so it would be easier to handle. We're going to add 1 cup of brown sugar. The next thing we're going to add is some half and half cream, 1/3 of a cup. Now we just have to cook this for about 2 minutes. You know, this icing is really good on this cake. First of all, before we do anything, we're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. We'll stir that up real good. Then we're going to put it in this bowl. We have to take 16 ounces of confectionate sugar. Okay, I think we have this mixed real well. This is 2 cups of walnuts, and I chopped these a little bit finer than I did the ones I put on the inside of the cake. I think that's just right. Now that our cake is cooled, we're going to take it out of the pan and put it on this platter and put the icing on it. I tasted this icing. It's really good. It's rich. This is a rich cake. Now, be sure that you don't substitute your walnuts. A black walnut is entirely different from any other walnut, and that's what makes the cake taste like it does. Layer on. We have finished our cake, and it turned out really, really good. I hope you try this, because I think you really will like it. I hope you enjoy this if you cook it, and I hope I see you on another family video. Thank you for watching.